Scarcely aware of what she was doing, the little match girl lit yet another match. This time she saw her grandmother. "Granny, stay with me," she pleaded.
Have you ever wanted to read a book so bad, but you couldn't sit still long enough to start? Well, enter the topic of audiobook narration. What, pray tell, is this audiobook narration you speak of? Sit still for just a moment and we'll talk about it. Today is Tuesday, and our topic of the day is audiobook narration in our continuing series of What About VO? But first order of business, I'd like to take this time to say thank you to everyone who gave me the well wishes on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Thank you all so much. You took the time. As a matter of fact, both myself and my wife, we both contracted COVID and we came through. So I'd like again to say thank you for all the well wishes, all the positive vibes, and especially the prayers. It meant a lot. But I should make a video. I think I should make a video that'll share a little bit about what my experience was like going through COVID, because I kid you not, it was real. It was hectic in the beginning, but I kid you not, it was something. So again, thank you so much. All right, now back to the business at hand. So what is audiobook narration? Well, this is a genre of VO where a voice actor uses his or her voice to read an entire literary work for extended periods of time. Imagine lending your voice to the latest Harry Potter entry, or something from the Star Wars universe, or even a historical novel like Alice in Wonderland or the Narnia Chronicles. There are narrators of children's books, of young adult fiction, nonfiction works of history, educational or religious content. Imagine anything that you would want to read, but you're unable to. Audiobooks are increasingly popular. And why is that? Well, one, they're easy to get to. And think about it. I mean, you can pop in an audiobook on your commute, whether you're driving in your car, you're listening to it on your radio, whether you're on the train or you're in transit between airports, or even if you've just come home from a long day at work and your brain is just tired, but you still would like to listen to that book. Well, audiobooks come right to the rescue at that point. The Audiobook Publishers Association put out a survey that said 73% of all audiobook listeners, they do so because they find it relaxing. And that same survey also said that 55% of people listen to audiobooks because they would like more free time. Coupled with the fact that these publishing companies are experiencing increased sales from digital downloads of their audiobooks. What's happening in the marketplace is these publishing companies, they're finding that many people, they'd love to be able to listen to this stuff. And they're also finding that there's room for growth. Their sales are continuing to increase year over year over year. Now, audiobook narration sessions can take literal hours to complete, and they can take a lot longer to edit in post-production. Many audiobook narrators are trained actors, but the requirements are a little bit different than what we think of in traditional voice acting. For instance, when we're acting in commercial or animation or video games, there's a lot of physicality that goes into creating this character. It's called verisimilitude. We want to make that character as real as possible. Well, when you're in the booth of an audiobook session, you still have to give that strong performance. But all of that excessive noise, like paper rustling and foot tapping and furniture creaking and your clothes rustling and all that sort of stuff, that is unwanted noise. And an engineer would really be upset with all of that noise coming into the mix. So you're expected to be still, even though you still have to give that strong performance. Look, don't expect to get rich quick with audiobook narration, but if you love to read, if you love portraying many different characters, and if you have the stamina to spend long hours in the vocal booth, then audiobook narration might be the right fit for you. So, all right, folks, that's my time. I thank you for yours, and we'll see you next time.